now the 4 pieces, they're gonna be on the sub floor of the riser, or the first level of the riser. As you see here, I made like 2 squares on each end for the lights, and I bought these in brown because I'm planning to put wood on top of this so it matches better, and on the wall I put the white. So you can see this, it fits nice, right? It doesn't have any screws, so eventually in the future if you need to change them you won't have to just pull them. I'm going to put screws from this side and the end on both sides, and then I'll tuck it to the back. I'm going to cover the holes that I made on the wall with small pieces of this carpet underlayment, and then I'm going to put a bead of Coax. And then I'm gonna bring a router and I'm gonna make like a line on the wood for the cables, because I didn't run the cables through holes before I actually connected them for the lights, but it will be an easy quick fix. I'm going to use this router to make the little lines for the cables. I already preset the height with my 1/2 inch bit, and just enough to cover the thickness of the cable. So I'm just gonna leave it about a 1/4 inch. And now here in the front, I built the first step. So after this, I'm going to put the second front piece, which already has the box for the outlet. Okay. And then we're gonna have the beams running this way. So as you can see, I put this beam a little far from the step. That way we can put the plywood for the runner to be supported by 4 sides instead of 3 or 2, to prevent squeaking in the future. Alright, I'm working now on my top steps of my riser. I already marked the location of the lights. I used this drill bit. This is the back of the light. one is down. Alright, so I am in the last step of putting the support for the platform. In this piece I had to put flat because I have this light here in the middle. I intended to put it in the same direction like these, but number one, because of the light I didn't want to put it here or here, because I wanted the weight and the space to be distributed equally. And anyways, this is a 2-inch wood. It's very strong. With 2 layers of plywood, I think it will be very sturdy. So I put 3 screws in the back. I'm gonna put 3 screws here, and then I'm gonna put like a support piece at the bottom on each side, just to hold the weight while I'm keeping the space for the light in the back clear. Because in the future, this light, if it goes bad and I can't replace exactly the same one, I may have to make a big hole. So I don't want to put the support pieces under this too close to the light. And then we'll do the same with this side. As you can see here, I left a little space for the board that's gonna be sitting here for the first step to be supported by 4 sides. And then I ended up putting this in between, like halfway. That way the bottom piece supports the weight on this piece. I put screws on each side. Okay. Okay guys, I'm done with the wood. As you can see, I have done extensive support to have the riser sturdy. So just to show you, here in the beginning you will have on each step 1 light, and then there's a light here on the wall, there's a light over there. I have that black cable, which is my subwoofer cable. This is my speakers, 2 lights here, 2 lights there on the wall, speaker cable, and this one is an outlet for the chair. Right now I'm gonna do the wiring. I had to disconnect the wires to be able to run them through the wood. So I'm gonna go ahead and hook them back again. So just to show you again what exactly I did, I ran a line from this outlet, and I took a switch cable and I connected it over there. This is my my new switch. Before I do anything with the top plywood, I'll go and turn on the light, turn on the power, and see if everything is in functioning condition. Okay, I turn on the power, but before I did that, I installed this dimmer with an on and off switch, and this one is a sensor for the lights in the riser and the wall. Well, let me show you first how they look. They look beautiful. Okay, I'm in the process of filling up this space with some pillows that I picked up from a guy that was giving up his couch, and I have this underlayment for carpet, because before I put this wood floor I actually had carpet here, and I'm hyperallergenic, so I went ahead and I removed it and I replaced most of the rooms already with the wood. After this I'm going to bolt like a few sides, probably this side and the back side to the wall, so that it doesn't move. I already marked my studs, so I'm gonna try to trace the studs and space them out and put some long screws and some bolts. So after I wanted to put the second layer of the plywood on the step, I realized that the light location was gonna be too low if I left it in the same place, because when I center the light location on the piece, the back piece, I forgot to take into consideration the thickness of the plywood on the top, which is about 1 inch now with the underlayment. So I'm gonna make a cut which is about 1 inch and raise that light. That way when I put the second layer of plywood, it will be centered. So I'm gonna use this piece to support it from the bottom. Look at the top light now, it looks aligned in the center of the second step. Okay, so far we have done everything that's needed before we lay down the carpet or we put the wood. Adam, what do you think about this project? Is it good?
Yeah.
You wanna watch a movie tonight?
Yes.
Alright guys, so we have concluded the riser, and the only thing that we need to do now is decide if we want to do the carpet or the wood floors. I placed the couch, the big couch, on the riser temporarily until we finish setting up the speakers and building up some shelves. I'm gonna do a separate video for the shelves and a separate video for how to cover the riser. But until then, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Comment and send me any questions and subscribe.